Okay, good morning. Happy April 20th for all of us. I hope you guys had a great spring break, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be doing math with you guys. If you noticed, we have something different today. We have a Google Doc that everybody is using now. I could kind of take a picture of that here, and you could see this Google Doc kind of tells you what's going on for each of the classes for each of the days and each of the classes. So today we are going to do lesson 11.6. So let's go on to Pearson Realize so I could show you what we're doing today. So here's our Pearson Realize. I'm excited to do lesson 11.6 because this is the last lesson that we're going to learn how to convert. Tomorrow we have 11.7. On Wednesday we have 11.8. And then we're going to take a quick quiz on Thursday on just these three topics. So I think it will be really good for you guys. I'm happy to be back at school. I missed you guys. Please come to Zoom. Don't forget you have a Zoom chat going on every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you're confused about anything, I'd love to see you guys at Zoom. But right now, let's go to Pearson Realize. I just want to show you guys something. Let's click on Browse for Pearson Realize. And this might take a minute to load, but shouldn't take that long. And if you go to 11, topic 11, which is what we're on, we are now on 11.6. And I want you to take a peek at 11.6 so you could see that here is kind of, anytime you see something like the I, right here, if you look at this, it always turns into kind of a video for you guys. So if you're stuck on something and you need to kind of look at it, this is a really great place to start and take a look at the video on it. Just wanted you guys to take a peek at that. But today what we're going to do is Practice Buddy. With Practice Buddy, and we'll just go back to Pearson Realize so you can see where Practice Buddy is. Don't forget your Practice Buddy is going to be, it's called today, Convert Units, Metric Units of Math. So, of Math, sorry. So it is your independent practice of 11.6. And you could see that for me, it turned up on page 2. So make sure that you know what page you're on. Again, for me, it was page 2. And I didn't see it on page 1 because I haven't closed all these out. You could definitely close these out. And you're going to be doing Practice Buddy 11.6. Well, let's go back to our topic 11 and 11.6 so I could tell you what today's topic is. So I'm going to go back to 11.6. And I'm going to go to our student edition so I can take a look and see. And this is the beginning of 11.6. Give it a minute to open up here. Hope you guys had a great spring break and a great Easter. I'll give it a minute here. And I'm going to go just to page 670. And there's our little football guy. And here we're converting metric units of mass, just like we converted other units. So the three most common units used of mass are the milligram, the gram, and the kilogram. Milli, we know, is very small. It's 1,000, but it's the small. It's in 1 over 1,000. Gram is just our 1 unit, and kilogram is very big, right? It is also 1,000. So if you're going to change from larger to smaller, we multiply, and we know that. Horse to fly, we multiply. And C talks about if we change from smaller to larger, that means from fly to horse, we divide, of course. So if a whistle has a mass of 5 grams, how many milligrams is that? Well, that's easy. We multiply 5 times 10 to the power of 3. So 5 times 10 to the power of 3 equals 5 times 1,000, because that 3 means I have 3 zeros. And so 5 grams equals 5,000 milligrams. So how many kilograms is the whistle? Oh my goodness, the kilograms, a whistle. But let's figure it out. It's now 5 divided by 10 to the power of 3, or 5 divided by 1,000. That means I move my decimal point how many places? 3. And when I move it 3, it's at 0.005. So that's what we're doing today. And in addition to Practice Buddy, I really want us to get some work in. So, because I think we've been on a very long break. So I'm going to help you guys out by doing some of your homework. Remember, today's homework is not just Practice Buddy. It is also questions 7 through 20 on page 671. So let's see if we could get this going. And I'm going to do problem number 7 for you guys. So let's get a whiteboard here. And let's do problem number 7. Okay, so problem number 7 talks about if there's 17,000, and I am doing your homework for you, yay! How many kilograms are there going to be? Okay, well, we know grams is our 1 unit, so I also know that kilograms are much smaller, so this is my grams are much smaller than kilograms. So fly to horse, we divide, of course. And if there is 1 gram equals what? What do we know from our chart? Is that I'm going to change this for a second and put this. I know that 10 to the 3rd grams equal 1 kilogram, or 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. So I know that already. Okay, so what am I going to do here? I'm going fly to horse. I'm going to divide. What am I going to divide by? Well, how many zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to divide by 1,000. So it's 17,000 divided by 1,000. Of course, we know what to do there. We move our decimal places. How many smiley faces? 3. And I know my decimal place is right at the end, even though it's invisible. I haven't seen it, but now I'll put it in. And I move it 1, 2, 3 smiley faces. And so what does that leave me with? 17.123. I don't need those zeros. I could rage on it. And my answer is 17. I'm going to put it in there. And that's the answer to number 7 on page 671. Not bad, right? Okay. I'm going to do number 18 because you guys always like it when I do the tough ones. So let's do number 18. Wish there was an easier way to erase this so I don't have any lines here, but pretty easy right there. Okay, we might have a little bit of dots left, but that's okay. Okay, so we're on page, let's do this. Let's get rid of that. We're on page 671, and we're on problem 18. And problem 18 tells me if there's 8,000 grams, which one is larger than 5 kilograms? So which one? Is it this way, or equal? Well, the only way to do that is to convert everything to the same unit. So I'm going to convert now everything into, let's do kilograms. Okay, I know that grams to kilograms is fly to horse. So I divide, of course. I know I'm going to divide 10 to the power of 3, or by 1,000. And I'm going to take this 8,000 and divide it to make it into kilograms. So what do? I have to move my decimal point how many places? 1, 2, 3, because there's 3 zeros. Here's my invisible decimal place, 1, 2, 3. I put it there. And so that gives me 8.000. Of course, I don't need these zeros. I could rage on it. So that gives me 8 kilograms. So 8,000 grams is also equal to 8 kilograms. Sorry, let me make that a little bit easier to read. 8 kilograms. Which means, which side's bigger? Well, of course. Now I can compare the 2 units because they're both in kilograms. So 8 kilogram is, of course, bigger than 5. So that's my answer for 18. Not too bad. Okay, so don't forget today you have a little bit of work. Not much. You have Practice Buddy. And you have page 671, number 7 through 20, but I already did 2 problems for you. Okay? Hope everything's well with you guys. I miss